I told him, you take me straight to the strip club. The minute you ask your friend living in America to take you to a strip club, his reaction will be like, hey, Macha, how can you and I go to the strip club? Hey, what is it? I went to a strip club in Seattle, and in the entrance of the strip club, there was this big black bouncer standing there. And when he sees another black man come to the strip club, he immediately does what black people do to each other in America when they meet each other for the first time. Have you noticed this? They start doing this weird hand gestures with each other. They'll be like, yo, what's up? I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, what the fuck are they doing? Initially, I didn't understand any of it. After a while, I just pretended that they're playing dumb charades and I started guessing along with them. 2 words, sounds like Mission Impossible, yes! And then a white man entered the strip club. When the white man enters the strip club, suddenly this black bouncer is no longer this hospitable. He stops him, he pats him, he asks him for his wife's no objection certificate before he can let him inside. And then when the Indian guy enters the strip club, something amazing happened. When the Indian guy enters the strip club, suddenly this black bouncer is like, Salam sahab, ab kaise ho? Acha hai kya? When I enter the strip club, he's like, Manaka sir, Tamil aani gaya. When the bouncers in a strip club in Seattle know Shuddh Hindi and Tamil, that is when you know who the regular customers there are. I went on a Monday afternoon. I thought my logic was foolproof. Monday afternoon, first day of the week, so much work ahead. The last thing in the mind of the average working employee in Seattle would be to go to a strip club. So if I go on a Monday afternoon, that means there will be nobody there from the city. It will just be me and all the resources. I will have access to all of them. Ayya, jolly. Guess which logic every other Indian in that area was also going by. We all think the same way. Because after going inside the strip club, I did not know if it was a strip club or some social gathering in my family where I'm looking to avoid familiar faces in my own family. Uncle, tomorrow, naaleku unga veetukku vara vella poya. Their menu card had Gobi 65 paneer tikka analaitra. And here is the general modus operandi of a strip club, which is that anytime a stripper approaches you, the least you're expected to do is make conversation. That's it. The least you're expected to do is be nice, say hello, because that's a job that they treat there with pride, dignity, and respect, and rightly so. Because there are people who are doing their PhDs in their morning who come and work in the strip club that night because they're passionate about it. There's no shame associated with it, and I'm very happy about that. But Indians, they can't understand this. They can't even digest this. Because Indians have this superpower, which is, if we go to a country and if they don't practice shame there, we invent shame. And if we can't invent shame, then we take shame from inside our body, throw it onto them and be like, aye, puppy shame. Because any time a stripper came and approached a white or a black person in the strip club, the least they did was just make conversation. They were like, hello, hi, how you do? But that's pretty much it. But not the Indian guy. The Indian man, whenever he goes to a strip club in Seattle, was reminded of the number of times Indian women in India have rejected him on unreasonable grounds according to him. And therefore, he decides to take revenge on all the women who he was rejected by in India by rejecting the strippers who are approaching him in Seattle. Anytime a stripper comes and approaches this Indian man and she was like, hey baby, how about I take you? No, I can't do this. She's like, why, what's wrong with me? No, you look like my sister, I'm sorry. And this middle-aged person walked up to him and she is like, hey baby, how about I? No, I can't do this. Why, what's wrong with me? No, you look like my mother, I'm sorry. At that point of time, I went up to him, I was like, bro, I need to meet your family.